Well, pretty apropos for
So,
tonight.
for the record,
All right,
my
we're all
daughter's
set.
totally rolling a bard.
Nice.
Awesome. I can see
Playing a
that.
fucking mandolin, singing some song about froggies jumping off the log into the
That
pond.
sounds very
Yes.
bardish.
I could see
That's
the bear
beautiful.
doing that. Yeah.
She's
Yep.
totally rolling bard.
Yeah. So,
Making me
hello
proud.
everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tales of Jemmora: The Kraken's Wake. We are at episode 9
9.
of our adventure. Last time, the party waylaid a group of undead making their way to the town of Grufton, and swiftly handed them a decisive defeat, and then interrogated the last remaining member and learned of the location of several hideouts in the forest along the way to the Rose Gardens, which is the seemingly abandoned estate that the royal family once inhabited. The crew has made it to the first hideout in the woods, using a secret entrance behind a boulder that creates a seamless barrier. They have made their way inside, and that is where we're going to pick it back up. So, Twixen, I believe you had cast light
Yes.
so that you guys can see, since only 2 of you have dark vision. And who is taking point?
I guess I will.
Okay.
Not it.
Who is going behind Twixen? Because it's a pretty narrow passageway leading into this cavern, so you're going to have to go single file.
Me.
Okay. Who's taking the middle spot?
I do?
Okay.
I'll go next.
Okay. And then, and
Bring
then
up the rear.
Durid is in back. Okay.
The queen was alive last week.
So,
God save the queen.
Twixen. The corridor extends about 20 feet or so, and then you can see with your light that it actually takes a right-hand turn. And when you take the right-hand turn, it opens up to a little bit more than 5 feet wide. So we'll say 8 feet wide. Natural sort of cave opening. And continues for a distance well past out of your light range. But you do see there is a side corridor to your right.
To the right?
Yep.
I ignore it.
Okay. You do hear, and this is pretty evident for anybody, there is kind of this sound of trickling water. You notice that the air inside the cavern is very humid, and the ground is slick, but not overly slippery. So you don't have to worry about if you're gonna slip and fall. But you notice that it's very damp in here. You also hear, coming from that right side passage, there's an occasional low, kind of throaty, hissing sound. So. And you all are able to hear that.
You guys heard that?
Yeah, we all heard it.
Well, I mean, do we want to see what that is?
I'm following Twixen. He's the leader.
All right.
So, you keep going?
Yes.
Okay.
I only turn left.
So the main passageway that you're following in the cave mouth, it starts to go upward. And you notice this cave was kind of in the side of a hill. So climbs
That was creepy.
upward into the hill, and the cave floor. You notice it seems like it starts to accumulate more and more moisture the further you go into the cave. And then, as we said, like as you pass by, you see there's this corridor. And as you pass by that corridor, you see out of the shadows, just outside of the range of the bright light from your light spell, there are a number of creatures in that side corridor that are chained up, and they have sort of long reptilian bodies and sort of big, massive heads that would almost be reminiscent of kind of like a frog's like head if the sort of the throat pouch was like extended, and have sort of barbs along their back and like webbed feet that you can see, and sort of large kind of bulbous eyes that sit at the top of its head. There are 3 of those creatures that you're able to see the silhouettes of dimly, and as they take note of your presence, they start to pick up in activity, and you start to hear a more energetic hissing sound coming, along with the rattling of chains.
From them?
It's coming from that direction, yeah.
I suppose we should go get them. All right, I go that way.
Okay. So, as you turn around that corner, there are a couple of like rough-hewn steps that lead up into that room. And now you can see as you get closer, the cave narrows to this very tight fissure at the end of this corridor. And this corridor is like it opens up to a room about like 15 feet wide by like 20 feet long. And at this point, once you get into this area, there's like the stench of like damp, wet, like slime and mold in this room.
He's excited.
You see that these creatures are
Smells like home.
chained up to stalagmites. And as you enter the room, they start to get into a frenzy trying to get at you. They're not able to.
Like in a they want to eat us kind of way, or in a free me kind of way?
Give me an insight check.
Insight. Oh boy.
Is this the same day we fought those undead?
Yep. You guys have not rested.
Okay.
8. I thought we took a short rest. Did we camp on the side?
Yeah,
of
we
the...
took.
You did take a
Sorry,
short
right.
rest.
Okay, yeah.
That's right. But for most of you, it's the long rest that matters.
Yep.
Yeah. It is difficult to tell
Okay.
as you are still trying to understand the ways of
Yep.
biological beings.
Yep.
I see these things.
Yeah, it's pretty clear. Anybody that is able to see,
Are they within his light?
yeah,
Okay.
you see they're definitely like lunging in your direction.
So these things are clearly dangerous.
Are they?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And you see each time they lunge, that chain pulls taut, and sort of the chains around the stalagmites seem to like shift and give a little bit.
So we either destroy them or move on.
Let's kill them. This noise will alert others if they are near.
Can you like talk to them or something?
I've never seen a creature like this before.
Do they look close enough to like him for me to not notice the difference?
It appears to be some kind of scaly
Close enough.
lizard
Yeah, I
like
was gonna say
creature.
it's scaly. He doesn't care any
So
further.
I'll leave that up to you.
Yeah, like you could probably talk to them. See why they're so angry.
I don't like the idea of these things getting loose behind us if we move further in
We'll
here.
talk to them, and if they say something we don't like, we take care of it.
Do they seem able to communicate by Tyrant Guy's reckoning?
Give me a nature check.
12.
Probably not.
Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Tyrant Kai walked without getting within range of one of them, but gets close enough to single out one of them, and asks, let's see, why are you here? In common.
They're still lunging and hissing. And you notice, you hear
use that weird language you use.
you hear the sound of some of the chains like snapping.
Hey guys, I don't think we want to like waste time. I
Do something.
hate to agree with Fuckface, but we might need to dispose of these
You're also
creatures.
like dagger happy. Why don't you do it?
Hold on.
How
Hold on.
big is the room that we're in presently?
20 feet long by 15 feet wide.
What do you
20
think?
feet long.
These creatures
you
are
know
about
things.
like 10 feet long.
That is... I don't-
Okay.
Do you have that? Is my question.
Yes, I don't know that...
And they
donut.
stand about like they
Or
have
would
bodies that like they drag along the
that
ground,
work better?
and
Okay.
their bodies are
That
like
would
5
work
feet
better.
tall. So think like almost like a monitor lizard, but with like instead of a sort of narrow lizard-like head, it's like a big bulbous like frog
So
head.
the first one doesn't answer, is what basically?
No, they do not
Are-
answer.
Are we as a group in the room, or are we on the edge of the room?
I'm in the room. I'm trying to talk with one.
So Tyron Kai is in the room.
Okay.
Twixen and Jacobin are in the room.
Tongues.
Yeah.
And then you two are kind of like back a little bit, back in the main corridor.
Yay. Well, okay, first thing I'm going to do, improvised attack to backhand the one I just spoke with my shield arm.
Okay.
That's a nat 20.
Okay. All right.
This is
So we'll say that's
So shield in
D6.
hand.
I also just cast tongues on him, so if it says
Yeah.
something in any kind of regular language.
So D6. That's, well, it's just 3.
no. You gotta.
well. So you deal maximum damage,
Oh, so that's 9 then.
and then you roll the die again, and then you still add like your strength bonus and everything like that.
Okay, so it's 7 and that's 11 bludgeoning.
Okay. I mean, it takes a pretty like big hit to the side of the head, and it is you clocked it real good.
All right, I now go to the second one and repeat the question.
Same thing. Does not respond. There's still lunging.
Everyone back up. Terran Kai, get out.
Okay.
Yep,
There's no door to this.
I turn
area, is there?
and head back into the corridor.
No,
Okay.
no. There's no door.
Okay.
Is everyone at least 5 feet out of the room?
Hey,
Yep.
oh yeah, we've seen you work. When you say that,
When
we
you say
we
get,
haul
we
ass
get.
out of out of that room.
Fireball.
Okay.
When chained
go ahead and
prisoners
roll your
won't
damage.
talk, accept no substitutes.
So that I know whether or not saves matter.
Okay.
Oh dear God.
Would they be able to make a save? I mean, the radius of fireball's more than enough to cover the entire room.
They still get to make a save.
Okay.
And so it was that I accepted the murder hobo path.
Yeah, that's kind of.
8.
Hey, Tyrant
10.
did make a good point about them getting loose and coming after us from behind. We don't want to have to deal with them and some.
Everybody remember
14,
Jacobin
17.
didn't do
17?
anything to these
Okay.
creatures.
And what's
Yes.
your
Actually
DC?
did note
Yes,
that.
you are absolved of any nonsense that this
Okay.
causes.
You actually even didn't really encourage anything.
So you see the flash of sort of orange light, as you see sort of the firebolt explode into the room. And there's a little bit of a backdraft, but it's nothing dangerous, and like you guys aren't in any danger from it backdrafting into you. And you see sort of these creatures are just roasted and sort of burnt to a
Just like
crisp.
Mom used to make.
I've had enough of half measures. Shall we continue?
Yeah.
I continue walking.
Okay.
Was that all that was in the room?
There was sort of a narrow fissure at the other end of the back wall.
I follow Twixen.
Okay.
It'll still be here.
If anything hungry comes out of there, it now has 3 specially prepared treats strapped to the wall for it before it has to worry about us.
Unless it
Oh
doesn't
shit!
like
I
cooked
wasn't even
meat.
thinking about something like that.
Going back into the main passageway.
Their owner's going to be pissed.
Gonna die.
At this point,
You might, not me.
Twixen, I need you to make an intelligence save.
An intelligence save?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Spells.
Yep.
How do they work?
Something like magnets.
I know in
guessing.
particular, Twixen's actually
Same
not good
thing.
at saving against things in general.
7.
Okay.
Oh no.
I have a fantastic charisma save. Never come up. Not
You
once.
sense something accessing your thought protocols.
They're accessing my databanks.
They're accessing your database.
Oh, no!
Remotely.
Shoot.
Quick, cut the line.
What line?
So what are you currently thinking?
Like before they were accessing my databanks? Or now that they're accessing my databanks?
Before and after.
I would probably be analyzing what just happened in my brain with the melting of the creatures. And afterwards I'd be going, wait, who's in here? Get out.
Okay.
I probably also stop walking
Why you do this?
Okay.
and just stare blankly down the passage while this is going on.
Okay.
Is there a reason you're stopping? A response would be helpful.
Hey, what's the hold up?
Is it still
I already
there?
asked that.
At this point,
Twixen,
Jacobin,
Yeah.
I need you to make an intelligence save.
Well, I'm incredibly intelligent.
I mean, you're more intelligent than you are wise.
Yes, correct. 11. Probably not enough.
Okay. Is that including your?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So what were you thinking?
Right now,
You're right now.
annoyance that Twixen stopped.
Yeah.
And annoyance at May for asking the same question I just asked.
Okay. You sense something, kind of not only reading your thoughts, but then probing a little deeper and learning some details about you.
Okay.
You're not sure what.
I like to get oiled up and flex in the mirror.
We all do that.
Among other things, yes, it learns that.
more than anyone wanted to know.
Oh yeah.
Much more.
Seraph. You're up.
Okay. That's actually fairly nice. That is an 18.
Okay. You're aware that something is currently reading your thoughts. So what are your thoughts going through your head? As you see, like, Twixen stopped. Jacob and May are arguing.
Yeah.
I'm confused and concerned as to why Twixen is stopped. And I'm pondering if I have spent too much time with everyone having decided to
Nuke first,
attack
ask
those
questions later.
creatures fairly mercilessly. A little bit out of character, but at the moment,
Yeah.
completely reasonable.
Yeah.
And now something's thinking. It is.
And now you realize that something is trying to probe deeper, but you manage to shrug it off. And you're able to block its access deeper into your mind. May,
Taran Kai, back up.
so what are you currently thinking when you hear that?
As soon as I hear that, I'm like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Because a confusion over him stopping, just general rage at him,
Yep.
per usual. And kind of terrified of Seraph at the moment. Just a
We're
bit.
bad influences.
Yeah.
But like feeling like he was justified.
Okay. Now make an intelligence save. Remember to add +3 for Jacobin's bonus.
Oh, I didn't even do that.
Yeah, everybody should have been.
I forgot
doing
that too.
21.
Okay. Similar thing is that you feel a presence trying to probe deep into your memories, and you manage to block it.
No.
Tyron Kai, what are you currently thinking?
What am I currently thinking? No
Yeah.
save. Okay. Thinking very much. You want? It's a waste of food to leave those things chained up there after the fireball smell. They smell delicious.
I love lizard folk.
I'm
Yes.
feeling wistful about the smell of wet decay and mold. It's making me think about home. Now I'm wondering why May's blundering backwards into me in the dark. I'm getting annoyed at her.
Okay. Now make an intelligence save.
That's +3 from his.
Yep.
Okay, that's 11.
Okay. You feel a presence probe deep within your memories and searching through and finding dark and terrible secrets about you that only you know.
That only you knew.
If it was physically possible for the Jeopardy theme to be playing in his head at the time, that would be going on.
Yep. So, Twixen, after this sort of momentary thing, with your light, you're able to make out sort of the vague impressions of sort of a rickety bridge further down the passage ahead of you that spans across an upper level. And you see, I mean, most bridges you would assume are made out of like wooden planks and stuff. This is made out of like unusual materials. It's a little difficult to tell what, like you can tell it's not made out of wood. But you're not quite sure what it's made out of from this vantage point. Like it looks kind of decrepit and rickety. And then with that, you see there's another passage that intersects the one you're going down 20 feet up that this bridge spans across. So, like, you're going along a passage, and then further up, there's a bridge that connects a passage that goes across, sort of perpendicular to the one you're on. And it's 20 feet above the ground.
Something just did something.
What do you mean?
Did everyone else experience something reaching into your mind?
Yup.
Oh, I thought it was probably one of you idiots.
Nope.
What's a mind?
Restore information.
Where all your thoughts are.
The data drives.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did everyone stop it?
I did.
No.
I'm unsure.
I feel like they know things about me.
Intimate things.
You're
Special
next on
things.
This Is Your Life.
Twixen, give me a perception check
Sarah,
since you're up front.
what are you thinking just happened?
21.
Okay.
Something out there with unusual magical abilities or in innate mental powers has obtained information from the minds of those of us who were unable to stop it.
Is that bad?
It depends on the nature of the creature that obtained the information.
Well, I'm gonna reckon a guess it's not good if it's here.
At the very least.
Why?
And have you
Isn't
heard?
this like where the undead? This is where the white said their hideout was, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe they already vanquished them.
Have you heard of a creature that does this?
That's why we're here.
before?
That's why we're here.
Twixen, you catch the barest hint of movement on the bridge.
Heading in which direction? Like towards us or away from us? Or
It's perpendicular.
It's-
the other
so-
bridge?
Moving laterally.
Okay.
So there's only one bridge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's as if you were to go further across, you would go under this bridge.
Okay.
So it's up above you.
20 feet above
So
us.
it's something above the bridge, and it like kind of shifts kind of laterally away from you, a little bit out of view.
Okay.
You don't catch what it is, just that you see some sort of movement.
There is something on that bridge.
What?
Snapping to attention.
Has anybody has any way to get up there?
Fly.
Wait, is your cape going as well?
Dun, 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 dun.
So,
Pull out my Gucci. Start my collar.
And of course,
Find yourself flying
cape.
through the air.
Flap it.
okay,
Well, yes.
your coat.
Hasn't that just been doing that this whole time?
Say,
So one thing to know is Twixen is currently carrying the only source of light in this cave.
yeah.
So once you get past the sort of 40 feet, it's completely dark. So, Jacobin, you fly up there, and it's just at the edge of the darkness, and you look around. Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
A magic missile of the darkness.
Start rummaging around in my pack.
If y'all had run off, I could have cast light on something of Jacobin's, but
You should have been prepared for this outcome.
it's true, I should have been.
I mean,
You're right.
yeah, he does always just.
I mean, I was prepared for this outcome. Seraph was not prepared for this outcome.
8.
Okay.
Wonderful.
You don't find any evidence of anything up here, although, I mean, you can't really see anything. It's super dark.
What's this bridge made of?
So the bridge, if you get down and feel it,
People.
looks like it's made out of bone and sinew.
That's what I thought.
Like instead of like the ropes and stuff
Yeah.
like that, it's out of like sinew and
That's pretty metal.
probably entrails,
Yep. Yep.
Tyron
and
Kai
then
doesn't
bones for
affect that.
structure.
Tyron Kai pulls a torch out of his pack, druid craft, lights it,
Okay.
and now I'm going to rear back and throw it in the general direction that
Okay.
Jacobin just flew off in, because
Okay.
I can't
Like,
actually see
straight
him.
You could see me. I'm still within his light if I'm only 20 feet away.
So you're like 40 feet away.
Oh.
You're able to see where Jacobin is. Like you can see pretty much he's like a silhouette. It would be like if he's standing like under a street light in the distance, kind of thing. So like you recognize
oh,
that it's
not like
Jacobin.
not
He's in
like
dim
looking
light,
for Peter
yeah.
Pan.
He's in
shadow.
dim light.
Yep.
Dim light
He's
for a
at
dim
the edge
man.
of the dim light.
So yeah. So we'll say when this happens, you see Tyron Kai's torch sort of arc, and you see there's a passageway to the left that goes up like this embankment. That looks like it's all loose rubble going up before you get to the bridge. Looks like it was like further up outside of the light. So the torch goes kind of sailing by Jacobin, and as it does, those of you that are further back can make out the silhouette of a creature that reaches up and grabs onto Jacobin.
Behind you.
I didn't get a chance to catch the torch.
Do you want
to
to
be
catch
fair-
the torch?
Yeah, of course.
You catch the torch.
Yeah.
You're still
Got it.
touched as you do that by this creature. Jacob, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
No! Don't get touched by the undead. Don't. PSA for the day.
19.
Don't get touched by
Okay.
the undead.
You take 4 points of necrotic damage, but there's no additional effects. And you see there is a creature that looks similar to the leaders of the undead sort of strike force that has sort of reached out and grabbed onto you and has attempted to drain the life out of you.
I attack it.
Well, I would say at this point, let's roll initiative.
You're doing good tonight.
We'll get some
Cool.
battle music going on
Okay,
here.
better than I thought it was.
So, okay. Do I have?
Ooh, I can see your stuff on the mirror of the camera.
See my stuff. Oh. You can see.
I can just see your dice box,
Oh, my dice box.
and I can't really make out what's on your computer.
Oh, I don't care if you see my dice box. That's fine.
This cavern seems familiar.
Does it?
Yes.
Maybe it is.
I have a feeling you repurposed something.
Maybe I did. So,
Something from your game?
do I have 20 or higher? Okay. So, Seraph.
Mr. Speed Demon over there.
Once again, I forgot your minis to do initiative. So, whatever. All right. 15 to 20. Okay, we have undead.
Crud.
10 to 15.
11?
12.
5 to 10.
I already know what. Oh, 6.
Ooh. Wonderful.
Wonderful. I was thinking kind of what the other
That is so wonderful.
Wonderful
God.
is not the word he was thinking.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
And
We're in the
Twixen
correct
will
country.
be a little treasure chest. So,
Nice.
all right.
Nice.
Seraph, you are up first.
I am going to cast Guiding Bolt at the creature.
Okay.
Dude, I'm so tapped on spells and everything right now. Too.
Because it's right next to Jacobin, I just need to look at if torches actually shed bright light or if it's dim light. Torch, torch, torch. It does. Okay. So yeah, so you have no penalty to attack the creature. Oh, you have dark vision anyway.
I do.
So there we go.
Oh, phooey. That is. Hold on, it's been a while since
Okay.
I've used an attack, so I've got to check my math location. Oh, it's not so bad. 16.
That will hit. Tyron Kai, you're up after the creature.
$15 radiant,
Okay.
in case that matters.
Radiance.
And the next attack roll against the creature
Yep.
gets advantage
Cool.
because it's glowing.
It's down a little bit because it's probably loud.
So you can really see it.
All right. The creature recoils from that strike. And gives some kind of like warning cry, is what you assume that it is. Ah! Like it's
No,
not like
that's the cry
it's
that
not saying
you
it in
made.
words, but it's giving some kind of like battle cry that you presume is some kind of signal.
Sound I made is canon.
Takes a
Of Jacobin's scream.
and does 2 attacks against Jacobin, one of which is going to be a long sword.
I don't think it wants to do that really.
I think it does.
I mean, it wants to, but the longsword does not hit.
Yeah.
It does, however, touch you again. So I need another con save.
Where does it touch me?
I was about to say, where? Show me on the doll.
Where the white touched you.
22.
Okay. So you take 5 points of necrotic damage, no additional effects. But it's going to remain right there. Tyre and Kai, you're up.
Okay. So I've got a clear line of sight to it, and it's in the light.
Yep.
All right. First, have it make a DC 16 con save.
Okay. It succeeds.
All right. So Tyron Kai attempts to cast something, and it does nothing.
Okay.
So then,
What were you attempting to cast?
infestation.
Okay.
I was trying to be clever. I was hoping to damage it and forced movement it off the bridge. All right, that'll be all.
Okay. May.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna power up the Sunblade, but I'm kind of useless down here, so I'm gonna hold my action unless it gets knocked off the
Okay.
bridge.
All right. You are also shedding light now.
Yes,
So. Okay.
and that's kind of also hopefully in an attempt to draw it down.
You start to hear sort of that sound of like trickling water. Picks up and begins. You hear the sound of like rushing water.
Of course, this is what I thought.
Jacobin, you are up.
I'm safe from this. Sorry,
Stop
Matt.
metagaming.
Sorry.
How dare you?
Sorry. After the first couple of rooms, I'm like, this seems like something I've seen before.
Little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But you could have changed it, so that's
I
fine.
changed quite a bit of it.
Yeah, well, there was there were a couple things I noticed already. So, anyways, I want to. This is Sparta kick this guy off the bridge.
Sure. So what that's going to be is it's going to be a strength athletics check.
Okay.
It's going to be opposed athletics checks.
Sure. Do I get the advantage from guiding bolt on this, or no? It's
you
not an
don't.
attack.
It's not an attack.
That's why I just wanted to double check that. Okay, athletics, eh?
You'll probably make it.
26.
Yeah, you make it. So yeah, Jacobin essentially snap kicks
Fuck you!
this creature off the bridge. So May, did you move up?
I would have gone like right under.
Okay.
Like basically, yeah. So that
Okay.
if he kicked it off,
Yeah.
I could
That
be.
it falls on you.
Yeah.
It has to fall 20 feet.
That's a lot of feet.
Yeah, that's also a
That's
lot.
like
That's enough
2d6
for me
feet.
to.
So go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay.
Should have dodged.
15.
Okay, that'll hit.
Awesome.
You do not get sneak attack.
Yes.
Snack attack.
So, is this undead?
Yes.
Awesome.
Right, because you weren't here last session.
Yeah.
So yes, it is an undead creature that is known as a white.
Okay. 6, 7. 7 regular damage and 4 radiant damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Twixen, you're up.
What are the rules on concentration spells? I can't
So you
cast
could-
another concentration.
You can only concentrate on one spell at a time.
Okay.
While concentrating, if you take damage or if there's a particularly like a violent motion or whatever that might cause you to lose concentration,
Yep.
you have to make a concentration save, which is just a constitution save.
Okay.
And it's either DC 10 or half the damage, whichever is higher.
Okay. Cool. In that case, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Jacobin,
Okay.
because I can do that from down here.
I still have fly on me.
Yes, you do, because I'm focusing on it.
Yeah, that's when you said that. I remembered.
Yep.
Heal 11 damage.
Heal to full.
Nice.
And I'm going to give you inspiration.
I'm so inspired.
So technically,
Can't do that?
you can't do that.
Okay,
But
that's
I think
fine.
it's silly that you can't cast a bonus action spell as an action. That seems silly to me.
Is that a spell though?
Well, because they're both bonus actions.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
you don't have inspiration.
well, but again, I think it's silly that you can't downgrade your action to do a bonus action.
Is it a downgrade? It is a downgrade.
It's pretty much
yeah. It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
That's always a lesser thing.
So yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. Never mind. You're back to having inspiration.
You've been inspired.
You have been inspired. Where's the healing spell? No
What do
healing
you
spell.
do to inspire me?
What?
Like, what do you do to inspire?
Yeah.
I'm playing my Guchin. That's what's
song?
keeping you
What
alive.
song?
Not only does it heal you, it inspires you.
Playing some like sad minor off-key
Tight.
Because that's what
yeah.
he does.
echoes through the cavern.
Yeah,
Very-
that's good. That's good.
Nice. It's in a minor key, right?
Yep.
Always.
God,
Yep.
Always.
how much?
Yep.
Play me a
something,
dirge.
something quiet enough that's like it's like just barely at the edge of your hearing, you know.
Great. Fantastic. Seraph.
Would that rushing water has me concerned.
Okay.
So I'm going to look up and see what sort of is there obvious high ground other than the bridge?
There's also a. So if you move down the corridor a little bit and
try
take a
it,
left, there's a
I'm glad you said
there's a passage to the left
Take right here that
No.
that goes up, but it's like filled with
an high
rubble,
ground.
so it'll be difficult to scale up it.
Yep.
Don't
Okay.
try it, Anakin.
But you can attempt to go up there.
Okay.
I mean, unless you want to go back into room O crispy critters.
So I've seen Twixen handle water before. And I know that Terran Kai can get big.
Yeah.
So I run over to May, grab her around the waist, and cast Thunder Step to the bridge.
Cool.
Okay.
Does it have to be a willing creature?
Is there a save for that?
There is a save for that.
Because
and
there's a guy right
don't.
because the white's right there.
Correct. That is a
what kind of
con
save?
15.
No, it doesn't make the save.
Tuck, this is a real question. Does it have to be a willing creature?
Are you unwilling to get thunder
May
stepped?
does not like being picked
I
up.
was gonna say, also just the fact of somebody coming up behind you and grabbing you.
Yeah. Like,
In the
It
middle of
does
the fight.
have to be a willing creature.
could I have used a reaction to realize that it's Seraph? Because again, coming up from behind me, May does not like being picked up. Just to do a quick.
No.
I'm going to make a
Yes.
perception check.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I might be leaving you behind.
You might. No, you're not. 21.
Yeah, you hear folks coming up from behind you, and you know that your allies are behind you.
Okay.
So you assume that it's one of them.
Okay.
And when you see the glistening white robes with the gold filigree, you know exactly who it is.
Yeah. Again, May does not.
You
like-
assume that there aren't too many people wearing that kind of clothing in this cave.
Yeah.
In this case.
Yeah, it's a short list.
I mean, we hope it's a short list. It could be some kind of weird
Yeah.
cult thing.
Yeah.
You never know.
We are here chasing undead.
Legit.
So far,
no
the
clue.
whites that you fought seem to be wearing piecemeal studded leather armor,
Lots of whites.
and the zombies were.
Zombies.
I mean, it was
Zombies.
like peasant clothing that was all rotted.
Yeah.
We were fighting the village people.
But
You were.
So that is a 24.
For damage?
Yes.
Thunderstep?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, with that, this thing gets thrown against the wall, and you hear a sickening thud, a crack, and then it just falls lifeless to the floor, and you bamf up onto the bridge with May.
Cool.
Tyron Kai.
Pardon the lack of warning.
Okay.
Water!
Like you legit took the air out of my lungs. For a
Took the
second.
lungs out of me.
Yeah.
We've gone full Mortal Kombat.
Uh-oh.
So, Tyron Kai, you're up. May, you're on deck.
Yes.
It's half speed to carry a medium-sized creature, right?
Yes, it's half speed to drag somebody with you.
All right. See, hearing the noise getting louder and seeing Seraph's rather interesting display, Tyron Kai has no idea what's going on, but he figures he should get out of here. So he braces himself and speaks the command word, and his cloak splits and forms into wings. And I'm going to grab Twixen, because I now have fly 60, and I can fly
Okay.
with him 30 feet to get him up onto the bridge with me.
So, flying is interesting.
How's that?
So,
Your wings have to carry yourself.
yeah, so
Oh,
flying
okay.
is
Bye, Twixen.
the way this is going to work is you can't be encumbered,
Okay.
right? And if you were to try and pick up Twixen, who's made of mostly metal, wood, and stone,
Definitely.
you're
would
going to have
be
a very difficult
encumbered.
time, especially since Twixen is.
very dense.
So Twixen's chassis is like that of a fully plate wearing person.
All right. Well,
I'm dense.
sorry, Twixen.
Dude, it's
I'm
water.
just gonna fly up and onto the bridge then.
Okay. All right. So May, you are up on the bridge.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
What, like, so to the left, there was the corridor continuing. To the left and right, there's both the corridor. Continuing.
So you hear the sound of rushing water sort of up around the bend. Like the passageway that's below you takes a corner, and you
Yeah.
hear the sound of rushing water coming from around
Coming
that
from
passage.
around there. Okay.
There are two tunnels that this bridge of sort of meat and bone, for lack of a better description, connects. That's the word.
Yeah, sorry, but May's reaction to figuring out what she's standing on is May's action is to vomit.
With your stuff, you just see there's two tunnels,
Okay.
and they extend further than your light allows you to see.
Okay, yeah, May vomits.
Although you have dark vision,
Yes, I
so you see that. So if you're facing the direction that you guys were heading in, to your right, the corridor goes down and then takes like a left, like an angled left,
Okay.
and then to your left, the corridor continues, and then it kind of snakes to the left as well.
Oh, snakes to the left as well.
Yeah. So so for you guys,
So one way would basically
it
go
goes
forward.
this
and-
way and then turns up, and then the other one goes this way and then turns down.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Or correct, rather. So that's what you see.
Okay. And then I look down
You look down.
and I see what this bridge is made of.
Yes.
And May promptly vomits.
Okay.
Doesn't she like stab people for a living? You think she could handle a little viscera now and then?
No,
Yeah, get it
actually.
together.
She's good at stabbing people, but she seems to just like brew potions and smoke pot.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
And smoke weed for a living
Legit.
every day.
But she has been following us around for a while now, and there's
Yeah, but standing
she
on
likes
it, realizing that somebody had to
That song
work
was
this
just on the
with
radio
their
the other day.
hands.
Was it?
Yeah.
Is like, yeah, no.
All right. So in that case, since I'm going to say May throwing up is her action.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. With that,
Because there wasn't much else for me to be able to do.
so it seems like there is only one member of your party that is still down below.
So I'm having a hard time visualizing the layout of this cavern. Is that like the bridge is up above?
The bridge is up above. So you're in a long corridor that's
Yeah.
been slowly turning to the right.
Yeah.
Ahead of you, okay, there is a bridge that's 20 feet up.
Yep.
So that if it's going like this, Okay, the bridge is going like across this way.
Okay.
There is another set of passages that's up above that the bridge is connecting.
Can I walk up the wall and like go get over top of the bridge and then just like hop down onto the bridge?
You
Is that a
could,
thing that's possible?
on your turn.
Yep.
It's not your turn yet. So what happens is,
Oh boy.
you all see on the bridge,
God.
there is a torrent of water that comes surging down from the cavern above you. Twixen, you see, for lack of a better term, there's like a tsunami that is coming your way.
Oh.
A just big giant rolling wave that's just careening down this corridor. I need you to make
Charisma save?
Yes.
You're gonna
Charm your way out of this.
Absolutely.
Hey, wave, what's up?
The wave blushes, and
I
then
think you know what sort of save you
Thank
need
you,
to make.
Senpai, for noticing.
And that is a dexterity save.
A dexterity save?
Yeah.
A tidal waiver.
11.
Okay. I need you to now make a strength saving throw.
Oh.
As you do not manage to get in, you do not manage to duck out of the way into one of the side passages.
21.
21.
Strong boy.
I
Okay.
just rolled really well.
So, okay.
I rolled a 19.
I was gonna say it had to have been a 19.
Okay. So, you only take 4 points of damage from just the torrent of water that's coming down and basically debris that's hitting you. But you manage to find a stalagmite that you grab onto. And with that and your spider boots, or your spider boot blessing, rather, you manage to keep fast. So you don't go anywhere. The rest of you see, this big giant sort of wave just rolling down the whole corridor. So picture one of those wave pools.
Oh yeah,
and that
I know
thing,
exactly.
15 foot wide and all the way down, and you see it just hits Twixen, and for a moment you don't know what happened because it's very turbulent and it's dark, and the light is just swallowed up by the water. But then it sort of thins out. And you see Twixen still standing there, like holding onto a stalagmite.
Well done.
Thank you.
I wasn't saying it to you.
No, I wasn't talking to you.
we still acting in initiative order.
We are still acting in initiative order.
Is the
Yes.
white down there still?
Well, the white's
That
dead.
white's dead.
Oh, it was dead.
It.
and it just got flushed.
It did just get
Legit.
flushed. Yeah. You do not see the white there any longer. Twixen, you did see momentarily
wanted
there
to
was
do
the
the
body of
Dark
that creature go
Souls
flying by you.
Dive attack.
So,
Stop! It's already dead.
so Jacobin,
Yeah.
what do you do?
Need like a rope or something?
No, I'm all set.
You can get up here?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
I wait for Twixen.
Okay. So, Anne, it's now your turn.
I walk up the wall.
Yeah, you totally can do that.
Yep.
I forgot you could do that.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did not.
Don't worry, I didn't forget either.
Yep. So yeah,
I did not. I knew
Twixen
you
is
were-
able to just effortlessly sort of climb up the side and then up on the bridge with the rest of you.
Built-in monk ability here.
Yeah. So,
Good old Leilana.
so let's say at this point we're out of initiative.
Okay.
So, from this bridge, essentially you can go left or you can go right.
Down.
I was gonna
Whatever
say
way was down. You said one was kind of like.
this to our. If we're looking the way we were coming, it's to the right.
So for you guys, the bridge is angled like this,
Yep. So to the right.
right? And so this way goes down and then turns up.
Oh.
The other one sort of curves around like that.
Oh.
I'm following you.
To the left.
Okay. So, you continue around that passage.
Yeah.
Twixen, give me a perception check.
Well, if they didn't know we were here before, they sure do now.
Yeah.
Saves us the trouble of finding them.
12.
Okay.
Unless that's like a normal occurrence around here.
You hear, amidst the commotion of like rushing water and everything or whatever, there are sounds of growling and like gnawing and chewing.
Coming from in front of us, or?
Yes. And you hear it like kind of faintly. And as you keep going, you all hear sort of like, and then like scattering. The cave opens up. So this passage then opens up into a larger area. It's divided in half by a 10-foot high bank. There's sort of a natural staircase that forms that leads from the lower portion up to the upper portion, which is where you guys are. I think. Sorry, nope, just kidding. You guys are in the lower portion.
I was gonna say.
So basically, it sort of, you see there's a staircase that sort of leads up to a ledge to the south of you. The air here, like especially with the water coming rushing through, it's now unbearably humid and damp. And there's the pungent smell of rotting flesh in this area. You see there are a number of sort of gaunt figures hiding behind rocks and stalagmites sort of on the perimeter. And you see what looks like the remains of a body sort of in the middle of this room that has been sort of torn apart.
Could tell what kind of body.
Give me a medicine check.
13.
Human?
Okay.
Ish?
Oid.
How far are we from this body?
About 20 feet.
I'm gonna throw my torch over there to see if I can get a better idea of what's around it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say you managed to throw it like right next to the body kind of thing. And yeah, you see sort of the flickering images of sort of gaunt humanoid figures sort of crouching behind rocks and stalagmites, sort of around the perimeter of this room, on the lower portion of this room. You see 5 of them.
Do I know what they are?
Crouching
Do they
figures.
look familiar-ish?
They look like
You
crouching figures?
give me a history check.
Basically, I'm saying, are they zombies?
I would like to do the same.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll let one of you make it with advantage.
Huh? 23.
Okay. So, between the two of you, like, you know that these are known as ghouls.
They're undead.
Are those...
Yeah, they're just
You know that they're undead.
More different zombies.
The lore is that those who supposedly it's ghouls are formed when people engage in acts of cannibalism and then die from said acts, whether it's through disease or dying shortly afterward due to some illness or whatever. But people that savor the taste of humanoid flesh.
Can we agree that they're not going to be good conversation partners?
Yeah, destroy them.
All right. Initiative?
Yeah. I'll say if you guys, they seem to be hiding, but you guys can see it, like it doesn't look like they're doing a very good job of hiding.
Yeah.
Well, we're not taking any chances.
So we'll say, yeah, we'll have you guys roll initiative, and then whoever makes the first strike will count it as like a,
It's
Not like a
surprise-ish.
not like a surprise-ish kind of a thing, but
I'll take my bad rolls on initiative all day. I don't.
Yep. I'm okay with that.
I want to know at what point John Henry touched my dice.
are you rolling exceedingly well?
Specifically for initiative, yes.
Was he famous for that? I don't think I ever
Well,
actually got to play
it-
I thought he
games.
was famous for driving
Well, in addition to having
spikes into the.
No, this is our friend Ogre.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I knew that.
Yes.
in addition to
Hi, Ogre.
always taking improved initiative,
I support that.
he was notorious for rolling 15 or higher.
For ability scores.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We had to scrap several characters.
Yeah.
Because they had like 3 18s.
Too strong.
So,
No.
20 or higher.
No.
15 to 20. Wow.
15.
18.
Beating up the
10 to
bros.
15.
10.
Nice.
5 to 10.
9.
4.
9.
Okay. So the way it works is it actually works out. So Seraph, you get to make the first strike.
Okay.
So this room, so the lower portion of this room is almost like circular, but it's not like a. It's roughly hewn, so it's a vaguely circular shape. So it's about like a 20-foot by 20-foot space. These creatures are sort of huddled behind rocks and stalagmites, so they do have cover.
Okay. Do I or don't I is really the question. I do. Let's not lie. I fireball.
Yep. I was wondering why you were even debating
yeah.
that.
Okay. Now for this.
Uh-oh.
Wait,
He's
how big
looking
is-
something up.
Wait,
This
how
is a
big
problem.
does Fireball go?
That's what I'm looking up.
20
Okay.
foot diameter.
It's a 20-foot radius.
It's 20
40
foot,
foot
right.
diameter. 40 foot diameter.
Yeah. So,
You can get us all.
No, you aim it up on top of the ledge.
They're
Fire
on
it
the
behind
same
them and have the explosion catch
level
them
as
from
us.
yeah, we'll have that.
20. It's a sphere.
Okay.
In behind him.
Before you do that, Seraph, because you have dark vision,
Yeah,
give me a
shadow
perception
also.
check.
Okay.
Give me a quick perception check.
Don't tell me Sildar's chained up back there.
19.
Okay. So you see on the upper ledge there is another ghoul, and you see there's a figure, sort of in the back, in a cage. A small figure,
Oh.
sort of huddled up. You're not able to tell like
Despite all their rage.
what it is. Aside from that, it looks like some sort of
Figure in a
small
cage.
humanoid that's sort of caged up in this little
Okay.
cage.
Can I take my shot in a way that does not cook us or the cage?
Give me an Arcana check.
And this is where I'm going to biff it. No, not as bad. 13.
Okay. You can't aim it in such a way that you don't hit one of those two. So it's basically, if you want to do fireball, you got to pick one.
Okay.
To get toasted.
So,
Nice.
Us or them.
Elf's magic meteors then.
Okay. Because I presume that's like what, a 10-foot radius burst?
What if it was Milth's magic meteors?
Oh my.
No.
I want that spell.
No.
That's an entirely different spell.
Am I in the wrong
That's an
game?
entirely
Yes.
different
we
game.
Wrong
don't
system.
We don't talk about that book.
D&D after hours.
They didn't print that book after second edition.
we don't play Fatal here. It's not how
Oh,
we
so
roll.
there is a system for this.
No, stop.
We
My
don't
next
talk about
All
campaign.
die.
My next campaign.
Twix and
figured it out.
grabs is good.
Anyway,
I'm in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rated E for
A
everyone.
lot of bass.
Oh God.
Mills magic missiles and Liam Neeson's tiny butt.
Yes.
So, all right.
Sorry, folks. We get silly
Night, everybody.
sometimes.
Those
I'm playing your next game for sure.
affect a 5-foot area from where it goes puff.
So it's a 5-foot radius.
Correct.
Okay. So I'll say you can catch 2 ghouls in a single burst because they're kind of spread out.
Okay. So
But launching one of them, you can catch 2 ghouls in there.
I will then cast. Because I've cast it, and then I can expend 1 or 2 of them.
Yep.
So I can hit 2 in a group.
And then 2 in a group.
2 in a group. Okay, then I do that.
Okay. What's the save DC?
Save DC is 15 dex.
15.
I would imagine ghouls as being very dexterous.
No, undead in general, not so much.
I always felt like ghouls were like upgraded.
I mean,
Well,
more-
they are, but
They
they're also
are.
lesser whites.
And they
so a white is an upgraded ghoul.
Not quite.
Yeah.
They are upgraded undead.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 succeeds.
like no undead.
The other ones, despite the fact that they have cover,
Skeleton, zombie.
failed enough that it
Skeleton,
wouldn't have
zombie are
mattered.
about the same.
Okay.
And then ghoul.
Yeah.
Those
So, like,
ones
it's still not
that
undead, so,
failed
like,
take
dexterity?
3 fire.
I think
3
more
fire,
like
okay.
Like sprinting.
All right, and the one that
More
succeeded
so
obviously
zombies.
takes 1.
Yeah.
All right. So,
It's just how people
with that-
picture different that.
Yeah.
Depending on what movies you've read.
Yeah.
Or
They
ghouls
can-
jump
you've
out.
read?
Yeah.
Oh no!
They jump out, and they
Murlocs. Oh no.
Oh God.
no, and they basically rush the party. So everybody gets a ghoul, and
Great.
you all get
You
attacked.
get a ghoul, and you get a ghoul.
So, Twixen, you get attacked, and they attack you with their filthy claws.
Not the filthy ones.
That is a
Disgusting.
15.
My DC is 15.
So your AC is 15.
Yeah, that's the one.
So you get hit.
ACDC.
You take 10 points of damage as their claws sort of rake some of your sort of fluid cables. And
Does the filthy get in the fluid cables?
I hope not.
Does
Filthy
he not?
fluid.
Oh boy.
and
my
there is
God.
there is no other effect.
Okay.
This is a snap judgment that I'm making.
Snatches.
Snap judgment. May.
Yep.
That is a 15.
No.
Okay. Jacobin,
What are we doing?
you're getting attacked by a ghoul, and it doesn't hit you because I know what your I know your AC is high. Tyrant Kai. Whoa, that's a crit.
Oh no!
No.
Yay for me. Tyrant Kai, you need to make a Constitution save.
Oh my God.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
boy.
Wait, do I get +3 because I'm Mayor Jacobin, or
You do.
okay? So that's not. Well, it's
I
10.
mean, it's not good.
That is exactly what you needed to make the save. So, no other
Praise be
effect.
to RNGesus.
No other effect.
Praise be to Jacobin.
However, you do take 14 points of damage as you are slashed across the chest.
Ooh!
Owie.
And it's a deep cut.
Oh! My heart.
Indeed.
Literally.
Indeed, your heart.
It's in the middle of the album.
Seraph,
I'm sorry.
despite your low AC, no, that is not a hit. So, that is the ghoul's turn. May,
Yeah.
you are now up.
I'm gonna slice at this bastard in front of me
Okay.
with my sunblade, which I never zoomed, so it's still been out this whole time. Whiff. 13.
On a ghoul?
Maybe.
Maybe.
13 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yes! And this is undead?
It is undead, and you are all sort of clustered together.
I'm close enough to get sneak
kind of a
attack?
thing, so you can sneak attack. Because you were specifically kind of further back in the lineup. So you are behind both Seraph and Jacobin.
Okay. All right. Okay. Good, good, good. So 10, 11, 12, 14, 20 damage.
Okay.
6 of that was radiant, if
Okay.
it matters.
So radiant damage, it doesn't matter in that there's nothing special about it.
Okay.
So
I
you don't
know
notice any.
sometimes it
You don't
does-
notice anything extra.
Yeah, I know sometimes it does extras.
Although I think the Sunblade might do specific stuff against undead, maybe.
Yeah, it was an extra D8.
Okay, so it upgrades
against
the die.
Undead targets.
Yeah, so it is an undead target.
Yeah.
So that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually dispatch the one that was attacking you,
Sweet.
and it is
Nice.
and falls to the ground.
Good.
So yeah, do you want to do anything else with your turn? I mean,
Actually,
you
yeah,
can
'cause-
bonus action to attack
Yeah,
something
can
else.
I bonus action to attack?
You can bonus
an-
action disengage.
Can I bonus action to attack another one?
You can with your offhand dagger.
Yes.
Stabby, stabby.
Stabby, stabby. Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
So which ghoul do you want to attack?
I'm gonna go with the one that actually attacked
Tyrant Kai?
Yeah,
because
words.
it's right behind you.
Yes.
Yep.
Alrighty. 11 to hit.
That will not hit.
Yeah. that
It
makes
just dodges out of the way. Tyrant Kai, you're up.
sense. Trying.
Yes. Bugger. All right, we're spinning the wheel. Use wild shape, Deinonychus form, since it's small enough I can do it in here.
Yes.
Without, oh, I saw your eyebrows go up for a second there. And then I'll use my action to multi-attack my ghoul.
Yep.
So that's 3. That's yes. 16.
That'll hit.
So yeah.
A 13 hit.
And so all 3 hit.
Okay.
Okay. 8. So that's 7. Another 7. That's 24 damage altogether.
Okay. Yeah. With your flurry of claws and fangs, you rend the ghoul apart, much in the same way that you saw the body in the center of the room.
Yeah, fuck you. We're gonna crit me. I'll show you a thing or two.
Yep. Okay. Are you gonna do anything? Are you gonna move at all?
No, there's no real need to at the moment.
Okay. Twixen, you are up.
Oh boy.
You have a ghoul in your face.
Yep. I think that I'm going to stab that ghoul in his face.
Okay.
Twixen getting stabby, stabby.
Everyone's in maximum murder mode tonight, and I love it.
7 to hit.
That
Yeah.
will not hit. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Sean.
And I get a
Funky
second
week.
attack.
We haven't had a place where we could be in maximum murder
14
mode in a
hit.
long
That
time.
will hit.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
We
it's
haven't-
glorious.
8 damage.
Okay. As this is happening, the rest of you sort of hear the sound of like a metal door swinging open. And at this point, you see, well, you hear, "Stop!" coming from the upper ledge. And you see the remaining ghoul holding a small human girl, sort of by the hair, on the ledge. Stop or I'll throw her.
How close am I to the ledge?
It's
Just.
10 feet up,
Yeah.
and then another 15 feet to them.
Okay.
Well, and then we'll say it's about 15 feet to
Yeah.
get to the stairs, and then
Yeah.
it's 10 feet up, and then another 15 feet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And this is not happening on your turn.
Yeah, I'm trying to space stuff out.
And where are we in initiative order?
Jacobin is up next.
Okay.
So it is demanding that you all stand down, or it will throw this girl from the ledge, which is about 20 feet up.
Oh, you just went from 10 to 20. I thought it was only 10.
So you guys are okay. There are multiple ledges,
Gotcha.
right? So there's the ledge that's facing you guys that's only 10 feet up. Then there's another side that looks like it goes back down onto the main passageway.
Little girl.
Actually,
Little girl.
no, that would be 30 feet up. Because you guys are currently 20 feet up.
I have no idea. I've lost all sense of height and direction.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because you're underground,
Yeah.
and none of you are dwarves.
Kind of the point.
So, anyway,
No, I just can't visualize where we're at. That's all.
She'll be dead if she falls.
Oh yeah, obviously.
I mean, she looks like she's in rough enough shape
Yeah, and
that
kids
if you were
have,
to,
like, 1 hit point
if
anyway.
you were to throw her off
So she's about a kid.
if you were to throw her off the small ledge that's in front of you, it looks like she probably wouldn't survive.
Okay. Am I up?
Yeah, you're up.
What? What do you want?
Stand down or she dies.
Well, then you die for sure. More so than you already are. Like the real one.
He
But I'll listen to whatever you got to say.
tightens its grip on the little girl's hair and she screams.
So what do you got to say?
Are you going to stand down?
Am I... This thing next to me would be dead if I wanted it to be. So yes.
Weapons down on the ground.
Whatever, I drop my hammer so the flat of it, whatever. So that it just sits on the ground. I can grab it immediately if I needed to.
Yeah, we'll say for rule of cool that you just drop your hammer, it goes,
Yeah.
and it just stands like
Yeah.
like Thor's hammer does.
Fine.
Yes.
Well, looking at the rest of you.
Do I still have fly?
No, you don't.
No, I didn't know how long it lasts.
10,
I mean, it's
10
minutes. I haven't really been concentrating on it, and I did take damage. We can say I've been concentrating on it if you want me.
I've been assuming that you have.
Okay.
Just give me a con save. You didn't take a whole lot of damage.
No, I didn't. 18 on the con save.
Yeah, you still have fly up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good to know.
You still also have your well,
Well,
unless
not in my
You
animal
might
form. I
be
don't.
about to
that's
not
true.
have
And I was going to say
fly.
you can also
If I
deactivate
do-
them because it's a total of
Whatever.
minutes, right?
Yep.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's an hour.
Yeah, I think it's up to an hour, but like you can,
I'm just thinking of
Piece it out.
I
Oh,
think.
me too.
every possibility.
Yep, me
So-
too.
So,
Yep. Well, I'm going to say, do you want to hold any sort of action, Jacobin?
I can't do anything from far.
Okay. So yeah, it looks at each of you. What do you do? And with that, we're going to take a break.